The thing is, when people talk about credit card bonus programs, everybody thinks about Chase Trifecta, right? Amex Trifecta. But the Citi Trifecta is one of the best out there if you know how to play your cards literally the right way. Okay, so in today's conversation, I want to talk to you about Citi Trifecta, a program that allows you to earn 2x to 5x on every purchase if you really, again, know how to play the cards like the cards right. Now, here is an overview I really want you to pay attention to. So the deal is that many credit cards earn bonus points for purchases within a certain category, like let's say dining or groceries, right? Now, for other purchases, you will usually earn 1 point per dollar spent. Now, but what if you could earn 2x to 5x points on every purchase you make? You certainly can. But again, remember that the trick is what? You have to remember which card is the best choice at the point of sale, Okay. Now, when we talk about the Citi Trifecta, you need to understand that it is a rewarding combination of Citi cards. Okay. So Citi Thank You is one such program that's often overlooked, but those who are willing to learn about Citi Thank You transfer partners can access incredible sweet spots for award flights and earn bonus points to book more of them. By the way, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. So we're having a quick convo about Citi Trifecta. So Citi is really generous. When you analyze the program, you can see that Citi is really generous. You will earn 2x, 3x, or 5x points when you combine the three cards that make up the Citi Trifecta. So they are personal cards, which makes it easier to get them all, okay? However, in most cases, you can only learn a bonus on a Citi Thank You card if you have not opened a Citi Thank You card and received a welcome bonus or closed another Citi Thank You card in the past 24 months. 24 months, okay? So Citi Thank You cards also include the Citi Rewards Plus card. You have a AT&T Points Plus card, Citi Prestige card not available to new applicants, and Citi Thank You Preferred card not available again to new applicants. So because of all this, it's best to start with a card that offers the highest welcome offer. Very important, okay? Another thing you need to know here is that Citi assigns a separate account number for every Thank You card you open. So to pull your points in one place, you gotta call Citi and have them combine your Thank You points, your Thank You accounts. Because once they emerge, what happens here is that there is no way to separate them, but it's important to have that in mind, if you are trying to play the Citi Card Trifecta game, okay? Very important. So now let's talk about the decision here. So what are the cards which cards you want to play with here? So the first card is you want to have the Citi Premier. So this card is great for, let's say, air travel, hotel stays, supermarkets, restaurants, and gas stations, okay? And so there's an annual fee of $95 on this card, and there's an intro offer of 60,000 bonus Thank You points after you spend $4,000 in purchases within the first 3 months of account opening. And the cool thing about this card is that in terms of rewards, you earn 3x Thank You points on restaurants, supermarkets, gas stations, air travel, and hotel purchases, and you earn 1x Thank You points on all other purchases. Fantastic. Okay, so this is really cool. But one thing I want to say here is that you got to have like good to excellent credit. If you have fair credit, but you have a long-standing relationship with Citi, you could qualify, okay? And the regular APR on this card goes from 20.49% to 28.49%. So what are the pros and cons of this card in our view? The pros, you have a strong bonus, and they have generous bonus categories. The cons, they don't offer much in the way of statement credit or other perks. And Citi Thank You rewards may not be as convenient as other points for US-based travelers, okay? So this is really things you have to think about. Now, one thing I want to say in general here is that there is no expiration and no limit to the amount of points you can earn with this card. So this is really cool. And there are no foreign transaction fees on purchases too. You do have an annual hotel savings benefit. We'll love that a lot. Okay, but this is really cool. So the Citi Premier card in general is an absolute powerhouse that earns 3x Citi Thank You points per dollar spent on air travel and hotels and at supermarkets, restaurants, and gas stations. And what we love is that there are no earning caps for any of those categories. So keep that in your mind, okay? So for most households, this bonus categories will make up the lion's share of typical monthly expenses. And in fact, this card easily stands on its own because of its strong earning potential. So this is really cool. Just don't forget that there is a $95 annual fee, okay? But the bonus categories are so good that what you will earn can easily offset the fee. Okay, so I want you to look at the pros and cons here. Okay, and listen, you also have the bonus, the intro bonus. This is really good. So overall, a fantastic card. Now let's talk about the Citi Custom Cash. By the way, I want to quickly remind you of today's conversation so we are on the same page. I am talking to you today about the Citi Trifecta. How do you play the game? What you need to understand about the cards that actually are part of this trifecta. So first we have the Citi Premier. Second, we have the Citi Custom Cash. So this card is great for like if you have biggest expenses every month. This is a great card for you. Okay, the card has no annual fee, so we love that a lot. And in terms of intro offer, you have $200 cash back fulfilled as a 20,000 thank you points after you spend $1,500 on purchases in the first 6 months of account opening. So this is really good. And in terms of rewards, the reward scheme is just really superb. You can earn 5% cash back on purchases in your top eligible spend category each billing cycle up to the first $500 spent, then 1% cash back thereafter. So you earn unlimited 1% cash back on all other purchases. So overall, this is really great. And we love the fact that the APR on this credit card is also really decent. You are looking at 18.49% to 28.49%. So if you have good to excellent credit, you'll qualify. But even if you have a fair credit with a long-standing relationship with Citi, you can also qualify. Not a problem, okay? And the card even has something even better. You have a 0% intro APR on balance transfers and purchases for 15 months. It's just fantastic. So what are the pros and cons of this card? The pros. You have the flexibility to customize rewards by earning 5% cash back on up to $500 per billing cycle in your top spending category from a list, of course. They have a generous welcome offer for a no annual fee card, no rotating bonus categories to sign up for or track, and you can earn valuable Citi thank you points, which you can redeem for cashback, travel, gift cards, merchandise, and more. What about the cons? This card only earns 1% back outside of the $500 in top spending category each billing cycle, and there is a foreign transaction fee of 3%. Okay, so overall, this is what you need to know about the card. But in our view, the cool thing with the card is, and what you need to remember here is that you will earn 5% cash back awarded as a 5x Citi thank you points on up to $500 on spending in your biggest category every billing cycle, then 1x after that. So the categories here include restaurants, gas stations, grocery stores, select travel, select transit, select streaming services, drug stores. You have home improvement stores, fitness clubs, and live entertainment. So because of the bonus earning structure, you will want to make sure to stick to one category to earn the most points. Okay, this is kind of cool. Now we have the Citi Double Cash, another wonderful card here, and in our view, this Citi Double Cash card is great for everything else. Okay, and basically the card has no annual fee. There's an intro offer whereby you have 0% intro APR for 18 months. Check this out, 18 months. So 18 months from the date of the first balance transfers. So balance transfer. So this 0% applies only to balance transfers, not purchases. Okay, but you got to make the transfers within 4 months of account opening. Then the APR goes from 18.49% to 28.49%. In terms of rewards, you can actually earn 2% on every purchase with unlimited 1% cash back when you buy, plus an additional 1% as you pay for those purchases. So Citi is actually giving you 2%, but it's like split: 1% when you buy, 1% when you pay. Okay, they're trying to really incentivize you to pay for your purchases. And what we love here is that the card has a decent APR. I said that already. And in terms of pros and cons, the pros, the card has no annual fee. You have a very simple earning structure without confusing bonus categories. So this is really cool. What about the cons here? Well, some cards earn higher rates of cashback on rotating categories, okay? And so while it has a 0% intro APR offer, that's only on balance transfers, not on purchases, okay? So you can't use it to fund a major expense without interest. So this is what you need to know about the card. But when you think about this card in general, you're thinking about a wonderful powerhouse also, because this card allows you to earn 1 point per dollar, which is worth 1% cashback when you make purchases, and 1 point per dollar, 1% cashback when you make payments. So which means that the card essentially earns 2x Citi Thank You points on every purchase. And this card is also a good pick if you are looking for one of the best balance transfer credit cards, okay? So this is kind of cool. But overall, what we love about this card is that the card also, the card allows you to be part of the Citi Trifecta, and you are able to actually parlay those rewards into higher perks down the road. So that's just fantastic. Let me quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about the Citi Trifecta, which allows you to earn 2x to 5x points, okay, if you play your cards literally the right way. And here is a bonus. I want to give you a bonus here. So why should you earn Citi Thank You points? Because people are asking, yeah, is it really worth it? Because when you really think about it, Citi Thank You doesn't get as much attention as other transferable points programs, and that's too bad because its cards are designed in such a way that it's actually the easiest program to keep the points rolling in with everyday purchases. And Citi Thank You cards have bonus categories that others don't, and offer higher earning rates for certain categories than other cards. Okay, those are just facts. And Citi Thank You has lots of overlap with other points programs, but there are a couple of things holding it back. First, although Citi has a long list of transfer partners, there are no domestic airlines among them other than JetBlue, TrueBlue, which has, if you really think about it, a limited route network outside of its focus cities. Okay. Second, not all points transfers are instant. And this is the problem, that those are things that are really slowing Citi down, because those points transfers are not instant, and sometimes it can take up to a few days. Okay, so this could be a problem. However, if you know about airlines partnerships, you can access award seats on every major alliance to fly to virtually any major destination. So you can still fly to where you want to go, but it requires you to know more about the airline partners and their individual programs. And if you book early, the transfer times shouldn't be much of an issue, especially for routes that are not in high demand. So those are things I really want you to think about. And Citi also has added 2 hotel programs. So they have the Choice, Privilege, and the Wyndham Rewards to its list of partners. So between those programs, you can stay just about anywhere in the world when you transfer points, and you transfer points for award nights. So it is what it is. And we are going to put on the screen here the Citi Thank You transfer partners. So you have Aeromexico Club Premier, Air France. So we're just going to put this on the screen. So from Aeromexico Club Premier all the way to Wyndham Rewards, Virgin Atlantic, Turkish Airlines, Singapore, Qatar, whatever. We'll put this on the screen so for you to have a clear idea of what we're talking about here. Let me give you a few pro tips here. I think it's important to go back to Thank You Points 101. So what are the basics of Thank You Points that you really need to know? Because if you're trying to play this trifecta properly, you need to have a clear idea of the forces in presence, right? The forces at play here. So while both the Citi Double Cash Card and the Citi Custom Cash Card are positioned as cashback credit cards, their rewards actually come in the form of Citi Thank You Points. Thank You Points are worth 1 cent per point when redeemed for travel booked through Citi, gift cards, bill payments, cashback, and more. Thank you points can also be transferred to one of Citi's partners at up to one. The ratio can be 1 to 2 if you hold a Citi Premier card. Okay, through strategic redemptions, you can basically potentially get more value out of your points this way. So if you don't plan on traveling internationally, or you don't want to spend the effort to use alliances booking domestic travel on foreign airlines, this option is somewhat limited because JetBlue is the only domestic carrier. Okay, so those are things you really need to think about. And so your best strategy in carrying multiple Citi cards, so carrying a 2% cashback card like the Citi Double Cash card is a solid choice for earning rewards on everyday purchases. That's the key word here, everyday. Okay, so because when you think about it, this card earns 1% when you make a purchase and another 1% when you pay off that purchase. So pairing this card with other cards in certain categories can supercharge your rewards. Okay, so the Citi Premier card is a rewards powerhouse of 4 top everyday spending categories. So you have supermarkets, you have restaurants, you have travel and gas stations. So basically, theoretically at least, you could dedicate your monthly spending in these categories to the Citi Premier card and earn 3x rewards with no cap. Okay, and the Citi Custom Cash is versatile and automatically earns 5% on one of 10 eligible spending categories each billing cycle, up to the $500 and 1% thereafter. So since the card is so, it is really custom. The rewards you could earn from your spending in various categories will actually vary. So this is the kind of strategy you got to think about here. Now let me give you a winner strategy here. There are some factors you need to consider if you're trying to get yourself into the Citi Trifecta game. There are some factors I really want you to consider. First of all, it takes some work, and I'm not just talking about like physical work. It takes some mental jujitsu. It takes some mental, acrobatics. You really need to keep track of things. You need to really know exactly. It's like couponing. My mom used to do couponing back in the days, and it's just crazy the amount of work that this whole thing really took. Okay, I mean, so I was like, when I analyze the benefits versus the time it takes to reach those benefits, I'm like, is it really worth it? So this is the same thing when it comes to the Citi Trifecta. Okay, so using multiple cards to make purchases in different categories is not a setting and forget a strategy. So in order to earn the maximum rewards, we have to track what you're spending on the Citi Custom Cash card to make sure you are earning 5% on as many of your purchases as you can each month. You have to remember which card to use for what transaction, and it could change monthly depending on your spending pattern. So think about that. You also have the limited transfer partners, right? So compared with other credit card issuers like Chase or American Express, Citi's travel partner options are limited. So if you're looking to use your points for international travel and you are comfortable using rewards programs for foreign airlines, there are plenty of choices. So though thank you points are generally worth 1 cent a piece, you can often find outsized value of 2, 3, or 4, or even more cents per points when you take advantage of these transfers. Okay, so occasionally Citi will offer limited time transfer bonuses where you can transfer your points for even better than like a 1-to-2 ratio. So you also have the fact that opening multiple cards may not be possible. Okay, if you already have a Citi card or two, building out your trifecta is an easier feat. But if you're starting out from scratch, you want to go slowly. Okay, so this is important because numerous hard pulls on your credit reports, especially in a short time span, could have a negative effect on your credit, although temporarily. Okay, so it takes discipline. The whole thing takes discipline. So the bottom line here is that the Citi Trifecta earns a baseline of 2 points per dollar on every purchase with a Citi Double Cash card, all the way up to 5x points on certain purchases with a Citi Custom Cash card. And having the Citi Premier card with its multiple 3x bonus categories is a great workhorse to complete the strong earning rates. Okay, but you need to be very careful. You need to be diligent. You need to be consistent in your ability to actually use those cards for earning earning points. Okay, very important. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just talking to you about the Citi Trifecta, how you can really earn more points by using the Citi credit cards. So I gave you the overview about the whole program, the decision that you need to make. So you need to try to get the Citi Premier card, the Citi Custom Cash card, and the Citi Double Cash card. And in the bonus category, I explained to you why you should earn the Citi Thank You points, Citi Thank You transfer partners. And I explained to you in the pro tips again a little bit about the basics of thank you points and your best strategy in carrying multiple Citi cards. And the winner here is that there are some factors you need to consider if you're trying to up your Citi Thank You, your Citi Trifecta game. It takes some work. It takes discipline. There are limited transfer partners, and opening multiple cards may not be possible. So think about that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.